Okay, good evening, everyone. My name is Andre. I'm one of the education counselors for Kanata, and I will be your host for this evening. So tonight we will be joined by two of our partners, Centennial College and Cambrian College. So for Cambrian College, we have Miss Sophie Duong.
Hi, good evening, everybody.
Hi,
Andrea.
Sophie. Good evening. Hope you're doing well. And we have Sir Renzo for Centennial College.
Hi, Ranger.
Hello,
Hi,
everyone. Good
Renzo.
evening. Hello, Sophia.
Hi, Ranger.
And together with me is my co-host, Roy Cruz, and he will be doing the presentation later on for Kanata and what we are about as a company. Okay.
Good evening,
So
everyone.
yeah. Okay. We will be first presenting Cambrian College. So Sophia, whenever you're ready, just share your screen and take control.
Okay, thank you, Andrea. Um, good evening again, everybody. My name is Sophia, and I am the market representative for Cambrian College for Southeast Asia country. And today, I'm so happy to join the webinar from Canada and to see all of you. Today, I would love to share with you about Cambrian College, about our program, our admission, tuition fee, and also the immigration pilot program that we are offer for international students here. All right, so I would love to share my screen now. Okay, so yeah, can you see my screen now?
Yes, Sophie, we can see your screen.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so welcome to Cambrian College. Before I start my presentation, I would love to share with you the quick video clip about us. So here you are.
I got this.
Bring it on. Dream big.
Do something new. You got this. I will be
An innovator.
a community superhero.
A healthcare leader.
We got this.
I've got this. Your future starts now at Cambrian College.
Okay, so your future start now at Cambrian College because at Cambrian College we offer you a lot of benefits. For example, at Cambrian College we offer you the affordable tuition fee and living expense here. Secondly, there are a lot of job opportunity that we offer for international students, including part-time job and full-time job. And on the top of that, it is about the immigration opportunity because we are located in Sudbury, and Sudbury is one of 11 community or participating the RNIP program, Rural Northern Immigration Pilot Program, that I will share to you later on. Right. So as you can see that this is the testimonial we have from our students from Southeast Asia country. For example, they come from Indonesia, Thailand, Vietnam, and your beautiful country, the Philippines. And they all agree that when you study abroad in Canada, right, your dream will come true as well. So I hope that today, whenever you choose Cambrian College or you choose Centennial College, your dreams will come true. Okay, so best of luck. And today I would love to share with you the six part from Cambrian College. So first of all, let's begin with our location. Where is Cambrian College? So as you can see that we located in Sudbury, and Sudbury is the regional center of the Northern Ontario. Yeah, so there are a lot of industry. They focus on Northern Ontario, for example, mining, healthcare, education, finance, engineering, and technology here. And also, Sudbury is the biggest city in the RNIP program. And from Sudbury to Toronto, you can take a bus from 4 to 5 hours. Or if you take an airplane, it's less than 1 hour by airplane. So in my opinion, it's not too far from Toronto. So it's not a challenge for you when you want to visit your friends, your relative in Toronto in the weekends, right? Okay, and in terms of super, yeah, we call this is the nickel city, and also this is the city of Lex. Yeah, because in Superi is the mining capital of the world, and we have the biggest coin here. We have the big nickel, and this is also attract a lot of tourists. They visit Superi every year to take the picture with this one. So I hope that in the future, if you have a chance to visit Superi someday, please don't forget to take the picture with this one. It's very unique, and it is also our icon in Superi. All right, and as you can see that we are also the city of lakes because we have more than 300 lakes and hundreds of kilometers of trails in every direction. So if you love the outdoor activities such as hiking, biking, or skiing, I strongly believe that Superi is the good destination for you. And also, we are the center for shopping, entertainment, outdoor activity. So now I would love to share with you the quick video clip about Super 8. So here you go. All right, so welcome to Super 8. Yeah, I hope that you love this community because you can see that there is never a boring day or night in Super 8. There are a lot of activity here. And by the way, I would love to share with you the top reason for choosing Super 8. As you can see that we have the employment opportunity here. We are also the big city with small town. We are the safer and welcoming community. And especially if you choose to study in Superi, you choose to study at Cambrian College, you can save money from tuition fee and also cost of living. Yeah, because we offer the accessible cost of living in Superi. And on the top of that, of course, RNIP program, immigration opportunity. So that's the reason why in 2015, we call Superi is one of Canada happiness city, right? And now let's move to the second part, the job opportunity that we offer for international students. So, well, I would love to share with you. First of all, I would love to share with you the key biggest employer in Superi. They will come from mining, healthcare, education, finance, engineering, and technology. And the purpose I would love to share with you this one because I highly recommend that students should choose the program related to this industry because it's easier for you to get the job offer upon graduation, right? For example, you want to study mining, engineering, technology, or you want to study personal support worker or early childhood education or social service worker. Yeah, it is good for you because it's related to this field. So it's very easier for you to get a job. And by the way, this is some of example of companies and job offer that I would love to share with you. And of course, at Cambrian College, we do have the career center that support international students to look for the job, for example, part-time job and full-time job as well. Okay, so now let's move to the Cambrian College. So as you can see that this is the main campus in Superi. And currently we are the largest college in Northern Ontario and we are the public college. So you are eligible to apply for BCWP up to graduation, right? And currently we have more than 5,000 full-time students. And for Filipino students, yeah, currently we have more than 100 Filipino students who are studying with us. Yeah, and we do hope that the number of Filipino students at Cambrian College will be increasing, especially including students from Canada, yeah, Kanata Agency. All right. And yeah, so now let's move to our program. So at Cambrian College, we offer more than 80 career-focused programs for international students. So as you can see that we have some program related to skill and trade, business and IT, arts and design, health science. Yeah, for health science, I think that this is the most popular program for Filipino students. So that at Cambrian College, we have personal support worker, we have fitness and health promotion, for practical nursing. Before that, we open practical nursing for international students, but at the moment, we no longer accept international students. However, if we open again, I will inform to Kanata to know and to update you later on. And by the way, we have massage therapy and also we have occupational therapist assistant. Yeah, so if you have the background related to nursing, related to health in the Philippines, then you can consider to apply for this program. And also, if you love the community service program, we offer early childhood education. It's a high demand job in Canada right now. And also social service worker. And moreover, we have engineering technology, for example, mining engineering, chemical engineering, or power engineering. So this is the undergraduate program that offer for international students. And if you already graduate the university in the Philippines, right? Now you can choose to study graduate certificate program at Cambrian College. And you can check that we offer 1-year graduate certificate program for international students. However, if you want to study 2 years program, we also have the option for you. It's a global business management. All right. And if you want to study the bundle program, like 1+1 program to maximize your BCWP up to 3 years. So we can offer you 1+1 program. So as you can see that here we are able to offer you the LOA with 2 programs on 1 LOA. For example, your first option is project management, right? And your second option is international business management. And then we are able to offer you the LOA with 2 programs. And please remember, for postgrad certificate program, we do have 6 intake that offer for Filipino students: January, March, May, July, September, and November. Yeah, so right, it's very flexible. So I think that if you choose Cambrian College, you cannot miss anything here. Okay. Okay, and back to our program, we just offer the new program. This is the degree. I mean Bachelor of Business Administration or Honors of Bachelor Business Administration, 4 years at Cambrian College. And when you study bachelor degree in the college, you can, I mean that you can save a lot of money compared to study in the university. Okay. And now in terms of the admission requirements, as you can see that we will waive IELTS for Filipino students as long as you provide us the MOI, medium of instruction. And for Cambrian College, we do accept the K-10, we do accept the old curriculum, right? So I think that is one of the benefits for Filipino students when you choose to study at Cambrian College. Okay, And yeah, so in terms of the application processing, please contact to Kanata team, and they will advise you how to apply for Cambrian College. But when you apply for Cambrian College, please remember you have to provide the high school and university document and your resume, okay, to submit the application in OCAS. Okay, and now let's move to our accommodation. So we do offer the on-campus residence for single student. Yeah, for single student only. So sorry about that. I hope in the future we will open for family student. So well, you can see that we have dorm style with 2 bedroom or townhouse with 6 bedroom. Okay, and we do have the promotion for, the discount for resident that I will tell you later on. Otherwise, if you go to Canada with your family, your spouse, your children, you can look for the housing off campus in Superior. Yeah, that is they offer the affordable renting price for international students. And now, as you can see that this is the estimation tuition fee and living expense for 1 year. So I would like to take the business analysis as an example. So as you can see that the tuition fee, including insurance service fee, is around 14,000 Canadian dollar per year. Yeah, and when you add books, investment, room semester, food, personal expense. So total every year you may spend around 24,000 Canadian dollar for per year. Yeah. So I hope that this is the affordable tuition fee. And again, I would like to mention that at Cambrian College, we want to prioritize the student service, the career service for international students. So let's say that you want to add the support from career center to help you with resume, cover letter, or interview assistant. Yeah, you just need to make the appointment with us. And as you can see that for support service that you can you can that you can make the appointment with our advisor here, and we do have the immigration advisor that offer for international student here. All right. And now let's move to the student immigration pathway to PR. I think that is very important for you guys, right? So when you study at Cambrian College, what is your benefit? You will study full-time program, right? And then you can get the work part-time job on or off campus, and your spouse will get the open work permit, and your children will receive the study permit. Education is free in Superior from kindergarten to high school. And after you finish study at Cambrian College, you are eligible to apply for PCWP from 1 to 3 years, depends on your program. And after that, our main goal, permanent resident, right? And as you know that nowadays the Canadian government, they offer a lot of immigration program for international students. For example, it's for entry, caregiver program, B&B program. And now when you choose to study at Cambrian College, when you choose to live in Superior, you will have one more option to apply to become the permanent resident in Canada. It's either RNIP program, Rural and Northern Pilot program. Okay, and for Rural and Northern Immigration Pilot Program, so I would love to share with you the general information of this program. So as you can see that this is the map of 11 community who are participating in the RNP program. And again, Superior is the largest of the 11 cities in the RNP. And please remember, this is the score system program, and we refer for 25 to 45 years old applicants. All right. So as you can see that this is the score system program. So you just need to visit this website and then you can check the very detail of the requirements of the score system for applicants who want to apply for RNIP. But please remember the minimum requirement to apply for RNIP. You need to have the job offer full time. You need to meet the English requirement and you need to have the 1 year of Canadian work experience. However, if you study 2 years program, yeah, for example, early childhood education or OTPA or business diploma, I mean that the program, as long as it's 2 year program, you don't need to have 1 year of Canadian work experience. All right, so that is one of the benefits that offer for international students when you choose to study 2 years program. Okay, and now the last part, yeah, I would love to share with you the scholarship and financial support for students, especially for you when you apply to Kanata Agency. First of all, we will waive application for you up to $95. Secondly, you will receive the housing bursary for resident up to $1,800 for the first semester. And thirdly, you will receive the book bursary up to $500. And moreover, we also support the airport pickup for international students, and we also support the accommodation for 2 nights in one of Cambrian recommend Sudbury hotel. So we will support you 2 nights here when you study with us. And for scholarship, yeah, of course, we have a lot of scholarship. However, you need to study with us at least the first semester. Okay, so after the first semester depends on your GPA. For example, your GPA about 3.5 or you have the personal essay, you have the volunteer hour, for example, like that, you are eligible to apply for scholarship from $500 to 1,000 Canadian dollar. All right. And last but not least, I would love to share with you the summary, the reason why you switch to Cambrian College to study. So I would love to share with you the top 3 reasons. First of all, because we offer you the accessible cost of living and quality of life in Sudbury. Secondly, we have the job opportunity because Sudbury is located in the regional center of Northern Ontario. So full-time job, part-time job offer for Filipino students. And on the top of that, it is about the immigration opportunity or NIP program. All right. So I hope that with this reason, one day you can you will consider to apply for Cambrian College, and one day you can make Cambrian College become your second home. Thank you for listening. That is my presentation. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so very much for that, Sophie, for the detailed presentation. As you can see, Cambrian College offers a lot of opportunities, especially for us Filipinos. So definitely look into it, add it to your list of your schools that you want to apply for, okay? And if you have any questions, you can type them in the meeting chat. These will be addressed soon after all of our presentations have been made. Okay, up next, we have Centennial College. Sir Renzo, whenever you're ready.
Well, thank you, Andre. That is a wonderful presentation from Sophia. So for students who attended this webinar, at least you have a choice, 2 choices, one of the top choices in Ontario colleges for professionals. So, hello everyone, my name is Renzo. I'm the Philippine Marketing Representative for Centennial College. And before I start my presentation, I want to show you a video to get you in the mood to study in Centennial College.
You'll Don't just get an education. Get the technical and life skills that will get you ready for anything.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Again, my name is Renzo from Centennial College, and on behalf of our community, I would like to welcome you all to get to know us better. So first, let's talk about where we are in Canada. Now, just like with Cambrian College, we are in Ontario as well, and we are one of the first, if not the oldest, publicly funded college in Ontario. So since we are the oldest and first publicly funded college in Ontario, we already have the experience and funds that we need to provide for our students when it comes to our experience, industry leadership and teaching, as well as with our industry partners. And we are specifically located in Toronto. So if you've noticed earlier with Sophie's presentation, we are 4 hours away from Cambrian College. We are in Toronto, which is the financial capital of Canada. And if you look up rankings and indexes online, you will always definitely see Toronto making on the list as, if not the #1, but the best place to live. And we are considered to be the fastest growing technology hub in North America. And because of this, the city has created more jobs than the San Francisco Bay Area, Seattle, and Washington, D.C. combined back in 2019. So for those who are interested in IT programs, software engineering, as well as cybersecurity, there's going to be a lot of job opportunities waiting for you after you graduate. And Toronto is also considered to be the most multiculturally diverse city in the world. In fact, there's currently, I think, around 350 ethnicities present in the city at the moment. Now, especially at Centennial College, we have over 150 ethnicities currently enrolled. So definitely you're going to meet a lot of people from different backgrounds and different countries during your study. Now, since Toronto is the financial capital, it is also considered to be the #1 tourist destination in Canada. So if there's a lot of traffic, there's going to be a lot of businesses that needs to open to cater to the amount of people that is coming in and out of the city. So definitely, it's not just with the technology programs, but with all of the fields like business, with IT programs, hospitality, medicine, and many more. And you can find the largest Filipino community in Toronto as well. Now, for accommodations, we can assist you with our dormitory or with our off-campus housing. Now, for dormitory, we have Centennial Place. I don't usually recommend this one since it's very expensive compared with off-campus housing options available to our students. It costs at least 1,000 Canadian dollars per month. And same with the Cambrian College dormitory. Only one student can stay per month. So it's not highly recommended if you're going to be traveling with your spouse or dependents. But if you're interested, you might want to check centennial-place.ca for more information. Now, for off-campus housing, you might want to browse through the websites that you see right now, or join the Facebook group, which is Centennial College Student Housing Services. Now, for this one, it is facilitated by our faculty in Canada. However, the homeowners as well as the landowners are not part of Centennial College, but they have been thoroughly background checked to see if the housing is close to the school, or is it accessible to students, especially if they're going to study at Centennial College, as well as is the living conditions acceptable, together with the price range as well. Now, for off-campus housing, it's around 450 Canadian dollars up to 900 Canadian dollars. So definitely there's a lot of flexibility. Now, if you have relatives or family in Canada, we highly recommend you to stay with them if possible, so that you can save up a lot of money instead of studying somewhere where you have to spend more just for your house. Now, if you have a family in Toronto and you want to start Centennial College, then there's nothing to worry about. You can stay at your family or relative's place. It's not going to be a problem with your studies, since you are not required to seek assistance from us when it comes to housing services. Now, get ready to explore, as we have 5 campuses scattered across Greater Toronto area. Again, so these are our campuses. Now, our main campus is the Progress Campus, which is in Scarborough area or Greater Toronto area. That is where our business programs are, hospitality programs are, as well as engineering programs. Next will be the Morningside campus, which is where our Community of Health Studies will be located. Then our Ashtonbury campus, which is where our School of Transportation in the field of automotive and motorcycles. And then our newest campus, which is the Downstream campus, or the Bombardier Center for Aerospace, is for aviation and aerospace, as well as pilot programs. And finally, our Story Arts Center campus is literally in the middle of the city. Okay, and as you can see, there's a lot of transportation lines, so definitely our schools, our campuses are easy to go to, especially if you're commuting, since it's very accessible. And then since we are within the city, transportation within the city is 24 hours. So if ever you're you're planning to do a part-time job after or before your classes starts, you can easily adjust, since again, you're easily accessible to transportation by commute. Now, again, we have 5 campuses that are scattered across Greater Toronto area that are home to 7 students. And what are the schools that we have? Okay, so we have over 200 full-time programs that are eligible in postgraduate program. So just like Cambrian College, we are designated learning institutions, meaning we have pathways to permanent residency as well. Now, our full-time programs in 7 academic schools are in the field of School of Advancement, the Business School, School of Communications, Media Arts and Design, School of Community and Health Studies, School of Engineering, Technology and Applied Science, School of Hospitality, Tourism and Culinary Arts, and finally, our School of Transportation. Now, for our School of Engineering, Technology and Applied Science, we mostly have programs in the field of IT or software engineering department. We don't have any specific program for civil engineering. So if you're interested in studying civil engineering, you might want to check Cambrian College as well. For the business school, that's self-explanatory. We have a lot of that with specific specialization as well. Like we have accounting programs, we have supply chain operations management. For School of Community and Health Studies, we do have pharmacy technician program as well as personal support worker. Now we do offer practical nursing. However, you need to be a permanent resident or a Canadian citizen to apply, since that is the regulation by the government. Next, for our School of Hospitality, Tourism, and Culinary Arts, we have hotel management, culinary arts, and baking pastry arts management as well. And for the School of Transportation, we have automotive and motorcycle, engines, as well as aerospace and aviation program, as well as pilot. Now, again, we have over 200 full-time programs. So if you want to ask if we have the program that you want, you might want to message it later for our Q&A. Now, get ready to succeed, as we have more than 1,000 pathways to further education. So our success advisors can assist you if you're planning to study again after you graduate. If you're planning to take a different program, a different degree or diploma, or you want to take a master's, the school can assist in providing the list of our partners, as well as what programs do they offer that can assist you with your educational goal. Now, starting 2023, we are now offering 1+1 for postgraduate programs. Now, you just need to choose 2 programs that are, number 1, a postgraduate program, number 2, in the same field or relevant to your first program. Okay, so if you are eligible for the program, you are already included in the loyalty scholarship opportunity that can save up to 2,000 Canadian dollars. For you to get the 2,000 Canadian dollars, you need to make sure to maintain GPA of 3.5 on your first semester per program. So if you only maintain one program, the GPA for one program, you'll only receive 1,000 Canadian dollars on your second year of which is your second program on your second semester. If you have met the requirements for both programs, then you receive 2,000 Canadian dollars on your second semester of your second. Now, get ready to be involved, as we also provide extracurricular activities that can also impact your qualifications for scholarships. Now, for scholarship applications at Centennial College, you need to study for at least 1 year before you are allowed to apply for scholarship. Where to apply scholarships is you just need to answer a survey, which is $2 survey on your MyCentennial. And depending on your grades, your activity, your clubs, or your varsity, or even your ethnicity, you'll be eligible for a specific scholarship that you need to apply for. Now, for the requirements for all curriculum, we'll be asking for your high school diploma in TOR as well as your college diploma in TOR. And then for your resume, we highly recommend you to submit your resume if it is relevant to your program of choice, so that can increase the chance of your eligibility as well as obtaining your LOA. Now, for K-12 graduates, you can actually just submit your senior high school documents and TOR if you plan to study for a post-secondary programs. Now, for resume, again, if it's relevant, if it can help the relevancy to your program, then it's better to submit it as well. But for postgraduate programs as well as fast-track programs, then you need to submit your senior high school diploma together with your bachelor's degree as well as resume. Okay, now for us to waive your IELTS or your English test requirements, you can just submit your letter of English as a medium of instruction from both high school and college. Okay, now just a general rule of thumb, if you're going to submit an institution, documents from an institution, make sure to submit your medium of instruction from the same institution so that we can acknowledge that you were taught English. Now for a tuition fee, it's usually around 17,000 Canadian dollars per year, up to 19,000 Canadian dollars. Now that is for 2 semesters, and we will only require you to settle one semester per year. So we don't need you to settle your 1 year right away. You just need to settle the first semester before you go to Canada. Now get ready to lead as we are currently the number one. Get ready to lead as we are currently the number one college for graduate satisfaction in Greater Toronto area with 92% employer satisfaction. Now, again, we have more than 1,000 pathways to further education, as well as over 1,500 industry-leading partners who shape our curriculum. And we are currently rated number 1 in Canada and number 4 globally for employability. Now, with our industry partners, they're also called our program advisory committees, who also shape our curriculum. So what does this mean? It means that before we even publish or provide a student their curriculum, we need to, how do you say this? We need the approval of our partners in the same industry or fields. For example, our curriculum for software engineering program, we consulted with our partners like Google, Samsung, Facebook for their approval before we have published it and started providing the curriculum to our students. So this is to make sure that you will be work ready with the skills of what the industry needs as well. Now, we have been the number 1 choice for international students from 2013 until 2019 for 6 years in a row. Now, after pandemic, our numbers have dwindled, but currently, we are proud to say that we are the number 1 choice for Filipinos here in the Philippines. So for last year alone, we have sent over 2,570 new students. And for this year, we're expecting to be around 2,800 up to 3,000 Filipino students. Now get ready to feel supported as we have the tools that you need to succeed, especially for international students. Now, first is for your health insurance. It is already included in your tuition fee. If you're traveling with your spouse or dependents, you can actually apply them by visiting our campus for the same insurance that you have. And for preparation to graduate, we have employment center as well that can assist you when it comes to looking for a part-time job and full-time job. Now, I highly recommend new students to visit the employment service right away so that they can teach you with the resume building as well as interview workshops so you can easily adjust to the employment procedures in Canada. For new students, if you're struggling with your programs or your subjects, you can visit the success advisors so they can provide you with free tutoring, 1 hour per day, a total of 4 hours per week, or help you form study group. Now, for selling in Canada, we have Dormitory, which is centennial.place.ca, or our Facebook group. And then for immigration, our school, we have our registered Canadian immigration consultant and our international student services department that can assist you with anything visa related. That includes your study permit extension, your postgraduate work permit application, even your permanent residence application. Now, the only thing that we do not really assist you with is with your initial study permit, but that is why we have amazing partners like Kanata that can assist you from your school application until including your study permit as well. Now, before I end my presentation, we have exclusive deals with Philippine Airlines for 2022. Now, currently, we are speaking with them to update this as well for 2024 intakes. But if you're eligible for this one for 2023, you just need to submit your LOA and study permit approval to pr_corporate@qual.com.ph for you to receive a discount code. Now, if you're traveling with your spouse or dependents, you can actually submit your proof of relationship. Maximum of 2 companions can be included for the discount. So, a total of 3 persons, including the student, can receive a discount code from Philippine Airlines on your flight ticket on your trip to Toronto. Now, that is it for my presentation. If you have any questions, you can just leave it on the chat box or you can contact me directly. So that is it for everyone. Thank you and have a great day.
Okay, thank you so much, Renzo, for that informative presentation. As you can see, it's the #1 choice for Filipinos. So definitely that's testament to their greatness. Okay, now Centennial does have a diverse course list. So whatever background you're from, there's sure to be a right program for you. Okay, now we will be presenting our presentation for Kanata to show who we are, what we do, what are the services that we can offer, and Roy will be presenting our presentation. So whenever you're ready, Roy.
Okay. Hi, good evening, everyone. Can you see my screen, Andre?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So my name is Roy Cruz, one of the education counselors of Kanata. So welcome to our webinar. So I'll be discussing who we are as an agency and how can we help you with your application. So for our tonight's topic would be who we are as your agency, what can we offer to you, what is there in Canada, the process, where to start, your student life opportunities, and your future plans. So by the end of this webinar, I assure you that you will learn a lot about Canada and the opportunities for you there. So we are one of the leading educational agency in Manila with over 5 years of experience for visa processing and consultation, and we are working directly with our partner schools in Canada. So our services our mission is to help our students to achieve their dream by providing our services at no extra cost. So we provide free assessment to our students prior to application. We will represent you to your chosen school and to your program. We will help you with your documentation. So we will provide a list of requirements and guidelines or the step-by-step for your application. And we will assist you all throughout the process. So in Canada is the second largest country by land. So they have 10 provinces and 4 regions. So what makes Canada most attractive for immigrants? So they are widely known for their international accreditation, affordability, diverse culture, global language education, exciting campus, and of course, possible migration and the unlimited opportunities that awaits you. So being an international student in Canada has benefits. So here are the benefits that awaits you there. So, but before that, I just want to give you a few reminders for you to remember. So before you apply, always ask if the school is a DLI or designated completing your program, respect the conditions of your student permit, and stop studying if you do not meet the requirements. Leave Canada when your permit expires. So here is your first benefit as an international student. So you can work while you're studying. It can be an on-campus or off-campus, and your third option could be work co-op work, which is incorporated with a program or same as internship. So it's like an OJT sa atin. It could be paid or not paid. So here are the guidelines for your work benefit. So you can work during your school semester. with 20 hours or part-time, and then you can work full-time or 40 hours per week during your semestral breaks, holiday breaks, or STEM breaks at the term break. So your second benefit would be you can stay after your program. So for programs that is less than 8 months, you will not be eligible for a postgraduate working permit. And then if you have a 1-year program or equivalent to 1-year program, you will only be eligible to apply for a 1-year PGWP or postgraduate working permit. Lastly, if your program is equivalent to 2 years or 1+1, you will be eligible to apply up to 3 years postgraduate working permit, which extends your stay in Canada. And your third or last benefit is you can bring your dependents. So you can bring your spouse or common law partner and your children below 18. Okay? So here are the documents that you should prepare prior to application. So you should have a valid passport, birth certificate, academic transcripts, diploma, COE or certificate of employment, valid IDs, IELTS results if applicable or if it requires, or if you have any, and of course your resume. So how can you start your process? So first is you need to consult with a counselor like us, me and Andre, and some of my colleagues in Kanata. You can book your consultation for free. We will be sending the link here in our chat box for you to book an appointment or for your counseling free assessment. And we will help you with your background, what program suits your work experience or your college credentials, and we will help you with the documents requirements, and we will apply you to the designated learning institute that you choose. And after that, we will be submitting it to the school. We will wait for the letter of acceptance, and once you receive your letter of acceptance, you just need to confirm and pay your tuition fee to reserve your seat with the school that you choose. So after that, we will help you to get a medical test. You can book an appointment, complete all the visa requirements that we provided to you, and we will be the one who will submit your visa application. So talking about visa application, so we have two kinds of visa application. The regular stream, which is the most preferred visa application of the students. We also have the study direct stream, which is a straightforward type of application. So here's the comparison between the two. Regular stream requires you to settle at least 1 semester of the tuition fee, while study direct stream requires you a full 1-year tuition fee. And for regular stream, you need to provide a proof of financial capacity in a form of bank statement, which covers your 1-year tuition fee and your 1-year living cost of 10,000 Canadian dollars. For study direct stream, you just need to purchase a guaranteed investment certificate amounting of 10,000 Canadian dollars. For regular stream, you just need they don't require IELTS results, but for study direct stream, you need to provide IELTS results, exam results, no lower than 6.0. Even the school doesn't require it. And both of the visa application process requires a letter of acceptance from the school, the study plan. So for your study plan, as your agency, we will be helping you and guiding you for your study plans. So it is part of our assistance to you. And lastly, for the proof of identity, you will be needed to provide it also. So our services in Kanata, we don't collect any processing fees. So you heard it right. No processing fees, free assistance. We just need a security deposit of 10,500 pesos, which will be consumable for your visa application fees and biometrics fees. So our services are totally free. You just book an appointment with us so we can assist you in your application. All of this, all of the details that we discuss, you can get it for free assessment, unlimited consultation, free assistance all throughout the process. You just need a security deposit. Prepare your passport, your resume, academic transcripts, and we will help you to apply to your chosen school and get you to Canada. So you can follow us at our socials, which Kanata Education for Facebook and Instagram. You can call us to our number, email us, and you can drop by to our office at 6th floor, Kanata Education office, sa Luciana DT Tower, Paseo de Rojas, Makati City, if you want to personally meet us there. And also give us a follow to our YouTube channel for you to get an idea for the program recommendations and success stories from our students. So follow us at our YouTube channel. So that would be all for my presentation and to Canada through Kanata. So our Q&A portion will be open.
Okay, thank you so much, Roy, for introducing Kanata to our audience. And you heard it right, free. Our services are free, so we don't have to pay any processing fees if you're applying as a solo student. More on that later. And then now we will now be starting the question and answer portion. Okay, first question. I am 56 years old now. Would it be possible to apply? Okay, so Canada, fortunately, does not have a age limit, so we are able to apply, and it is still possible to get your Canadian dream, even if you're in such an age. So we've had already 50-year-old students that are that have already been approved. So definitely go for it if you're aiming for Canada. Okay. Anything to add, Roy?
Yeah, hi. There's a question here for asking if they can bring their child or which is a special child autism. Yes, you can bring your dependents, your spouse and your children as part of your benefits of an international student.
Okay. I have a question here for Centennial. Can I take the engineering program as a second course, even if I am not a permanent resident? So Renzo, would it be possible for the student to take engineering programs as a second course?
Yes. No, Andre, I'm actually quite confused with what does the student mean with the second course? Is it for, if it's for the program choice, then yes, but I don't really understand what second course is.
Yes, as
can the
a
student elaborate?
second program. I think he was referring to after
Is
he
it
finished
after
his
finishing the first program?
Yes, after finishing the
Yeah,
first
yes, she
program.
can, he or she can apply for readmission. If the program is relevant to his first program, then he just needs to fill out a readmission form. If the second program is not relevant to his or her first program, then he or she needs to resubmit all the requirements again.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for that, Renzo. And then on to the next question. Can the part-time job sustain all the expenses in Canada? Now, this is highly dependent on the part-time job that you will be getting. Just to give you an idea, the minimum wage for Ontario is somewhere around 15 Canadian dollars. It is rumored to be raised soon to accommodate the living expenses. But yeah, we would still recommend preparing a sizable amount of funds before applying. And on top of that, working your part-time job will definitely help you with alleviating some of the financial burden. Okay. Roy, any questions?
Yes, I have a question here on my end. This is for the school. Is Centennial College strict with failed subjects on their transcripts?
Yeah, thank you, Roy. So actually, it's not really that strict unless you're applying for a program admission session program. So in the field of Story Art Center campus, it does programs under School of Communication, Media Arts and Design, you will be required to submit a portfolio. But for your grades or how do you say this, the relevancy, that is the most important thing. So as long as your background is relevant to the program of your choice, then you have a high chance. You have a higher chance to be accepted at Centennial College.
Okay, thank you, Renzo. Andre?
Okay, I have a question here. Is it possible to avail a scholarship for an international student? Now, there are specific scholarships that you can apply for once you're in Canada, and there are certain requirements for this. So maintaining good grades is definitely one of them. Depends on the conditions of what type of scholarship you're applying. Renzo, anything you want to add to that?
Yeah, for international, we do offer a lot of scholarships for our international students, but again, you need to study for at least 1 year before you are allowed to answer a survey on your MyCentennial account. Depending on your answers, you'll be provided different list to which of our scholarships you are eligible for. Only then you can choose one and apply for it.
Okay, thank you so much, Renzo. And okay, Roy, any questions on your end?
Yes. Most of the questions here in chat box is a case-to-case already, or case-to-case basis already. So if you want to address those questions, I highly recommend that you book an appointment for a consultation, so we can definitely answer everything that is tailored fit to your questions. So especially with the common law requirements, how much would it cost? But to give you an idea on how much would it cost, just refer to the proof of financial capacity for regular streams. You just need to prepare your 1 year tuition fee and your 1 year living cost of 10,000 Canadian dollars. You can start from there, but the more, the merrier. So if you um, just refer to that amount. And for the school, is it possible for a undergraduate student or undergraduate to apply for a LOA in Centennial, like
Yeah.
second year college?
And for an old curriculum, at least 4 semesters or 2 year of college should be completed for you to apply. Now, if ever you don't meet the minimum requirements, better yet to submit and apply through Kanata so that they can submit the requirements or your application to the correct admissions person who will be reviewing your application if you will be if you should be given a test. Now, if you are given a test, you need to pass the test as well as depending on your score, you will be given a conditional offer or a proper complete offer as well. Now, for K-12 batches, at least be a K-12 graduate for you to apply.
Okay, I have a question here on my end. Okay, can a 6 months program be possible for a permanent residency application? So as we presented earlier, you would need to complete at least a minimum of 8 months of study to be applicable for a PGWP, which is what I would recommend for applying for a permanent residency. So if you do plan for a permanent residency application in the future, just make sure that you're applying for a DLI. If PGWP eligible, that is much more preferable. And as much as possible, we do recommend that you sustain a job for at least 6 months before applying for permanent residency. And now, if you have any specific questions for permanent residency, we still highly recommend consulting with an immigration lawyer for that so that they can help you maximize your points for your PR application. Okay. Roy, any questions?
Yes, I have a question here from our YouTube streaming. So here, there is a student who is 18-year-old, grade 12 from Iloilo. He's looking for a fully funded scholarship from or for applying as an international student. Sadly, there is no fully funded or 100% scholarship in Canada that you can apply. And also, there's another question here. Um, for healthcare programs, like do you need a special requirement for healthcare programs like IELTS or for any specific healthcare program, Renzo?
Yeah, we can waive your IELTS or English test requirements except for the pharmacy technician program. If I'm not mistaken, all the schools, institutions will uh, require to submit an IELTS academic if you will be applying for pharmacy technicians, since that is a regulation by the government as well. So I think that is the only program that we would require to take an IELTS, and I think most of the colleges will require you with that as well.
Okay, thank you, Renzo.
Okay, we have a question here. Do I need to pay an amount before we can book for a consultation? So the short answer is no. You don't have to book, you don't have to pay us anything before you book a consultation. Our consultation services are free, so you can just use the link in the chat box to schedule your consultation at your most convenient time. Okay, another question here. Before we apply, is the proof of funds prepared already? Now, it is much more preferable if the proof of funds is already accumulated or accrued, but it is still possible to apply while you are still accruing your proof of funds. So we highly recommend that you book a consultation with us. We can give you an evaluation for your application and give you a rough estimate of what needs to be prepared. Okay. Okay, Roy, any questions?
I have a question here for a specific program. So for Centennial, do you offer or when is the next available intake for ECE or early childhood education?
And actually, for January 24 intake, we are already closed. The next available intake for early child education will be on September 2024. So if you want to get a higher chance to receive your seat or to be able to reserve your seat, make sure to apply through Kanata as early as now so that you can be waitlisted for early child education program for September 2024.
Thank you, Renzo.
Okay. Just to add on that, if you are planning to apply for any high demand programs like ECE or maybe a personal support worker, these are courses or programs that have a very, very high popularity in Filipinos. So definitely look into applying as early as possible to avoid the chance of running out of a seat. Okay. And
Just to add on that, Andre, actually, we are not the only nationality who are applying for a program, especially for the high demands one. So it's not the fault of the agent if they weren't able to secure a seat, as well as it's not on our part as well. Since again, it's not just Filipinos, we have Indians, we have Vietnamese, we have Koreans, and many more international students who are interested to study at Centennial College, especially for the in-demand programs like Early Child Education Program, Global Business Management Program, and many more. Now, if you want to know if your program has a higher chance, if your program has a lot of seats available, then the number one school with a lot of with the highest number of slots or seats available to international students are first the hospitality programs, second will be the business programs, third will be our school of transportation, and finally our school of community and health studies, and then the least seat available for international students are the one in the medical field as well.
okay, thank you for the insight, Sir Renzo. So yeah, definitely look into applying as early as you can to secure your seat. Okay. I think we have time for one last question. How long would it take for the one moment here. How long would it take for the processing of papers to finally land to Canada? Now, that depends on how hastily that you can provide us with your documents. And again, there are certain timelines that we need to follow. So again, as mentioned earlier, it's best to apply as early as possible if you can. Okay. Now, I think that's all that the time we have for our questions for tonight. And thank you so very much for attending this our webinar. And thank you so much, Sir Renzo, for taking time out of your day for this, and to Sir Roy as well. We hope you all have a wonderful time in this webinar and you've learned something about Canada. And if you have any specific questions, please book a consultation with us. You can use the link provided in our meeting chat, and we can continue this discussion personally through a Zoom meeting, or if you want to go to our office, we are located in Paseo de Rojas at Salustiana DT Tower. Okay. Again, my name is Andre. I am your host for tonight, and bidding you farewell. Okay, bye guys.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, Roy and Andre.
Thank you, Renzo.
Thanks,
Have a good
Renzo.
night. Happy Friday, everyone.